Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. You see the thumbnail, Marcus MBow. The rookie that we just drafted at pick 154, Marcus MBow, has brought up some debates, right? Some debates. And even at the presser when they talked about Marcus MBow, right after drafted him, the question was, where are you gonna play Marcus MBow? And Brian Daboll said we're going to start him off at tackle. Now, the reason why this is a question, Marcus MBow at Purdue, the majority of his snaps were at right tackle. The majority of his snaps, 2 seasons. He did also play some right guard. But the reason why this is a question to so many people is because of the arm length. Because of the arm length, he only has, well, depending on what sources that you're using, if you look at the combine, he has 32-inch arms. If you listen to Joe Shane at the presser, they said they measured his arm length a few times. That's already question marks and red flags for me. Not red flags, but question marks that, you got to measure this guy's arms so many times. If he had 34, 35, 36-inch arms, this wouldn't be a question because the NFL have him at 32. The Giants say he's at 33, right at 33, and 33 is the ideal length for pretty much the threshold when it comes to tackles in the league. You want him to have at least 33-inch arms. Now, there's been tackles previously that have succeeded in the NFL with arms, shorter than 33 inches, but that's not one of the ideal things or measurements that, you want to see from your offensive tackles, especially, in this game, the way it is right now, the way these edges are getting longer and longer, pause out there. So for me, I've seen him play right tackle at college, of course. One of the main things I love so much about Marcus MBow are his feet, his athleticism, also his fight with his hands. I love all that about him. I'm not going to sit here and just dismiss, the arm length thing, because that could be an issue. That could end up being something, in the league. But I'm saying this, he has had these arms all through college, and he got drafted. And he got drafted playing right tackle. Now, if it holds up in the NFL, that's one thing. But for me, I'm hearing people talking about him possibly playing guard, possibly playing center. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you need athletic guards, you need athletic centers. But for me, as a New York Giants fan, I've seen what guys look like that aren't athletic on the edge. Evan Neal. I've seen what that looks like. When I look at Marcus MBow, man, I wish he had the arm length of an Evan Neal. I wish he was 6'7" with 37-inch, arms, but he's not. But he's making do with what he has right now. But for me, and I put this out in the tweet, I said, I really don't want to waste Marcus MBow's legs inside. And I say that because for us, it's always going to be easier. Hopefully easier. Maybe not for the Giants, but when you look around the league, it's always easier for teams to find the center, plug in the center, plug in the guard. But when it gets to the tackle, and that's why the tackles make the most money as far as offensive lineman goes, we haven't had that kind of luck yet. Andrew Thomas, fantastic. He's probably one of the most athletic tackles we've had in our franchise history when we think of just athleticism. When I look at Marcus MBow, I'm like, can he be one of those guys? And when I look at his feet, I absolutely believe that this is a guy that can move. This is a guy that can last on the outside. And the part that scares me, because we already know as New York Giants fans, they will play musical chairs. They will look at all the versatility, and sometimes versatility is fantastic. I think versatility is the reason why we got Marcus MBow, because he can be a guard, he can be a tackle, quote unquote, he can be a center. But for me, and you guys already know as Giants fans, once we start doing all this moving around, can we just get this guy settled in at one position first and see if he can do it before we start bouncing him around the offensive line? I don't want to see him at left guard one practice, right guard at another practice, right tackle at another practice. I don't want to see that. I'd rather say, here's the playbook at this position. And again, I know they want to cross-train and do all that other stuff, but we saw what happened with Azudu when they tried to cross-train Azudu. Not saying that MBow is Azudu. That's not the case. Azudu in college, though, had pretty good feet. But Marcus MBow, man, to me, he's a right tackle. He's been playing right tackle the last 2 years, and being a right tackle is what got him drafted. So at least start him out at right tackle. That would be the good thing to do. Now, If we get into these practices preseason and you're seeing that he's not holding up as a right tackle, and again, it's way too early. One preseason is not going to be, the end all for Marcus MBow, but I'm just saying, just let him get comfortable at a position before you start to cross train him. Now, I might be absolutely wrong. These coaches are coaches for a reason, but I've seen examples where you want to bounce these guys around, but it doesn't end up working out, and then we see these guys leave and be successful somewhere else, and I don't want that to happen. Again, we're super early in the process. Guy just got drafted a few days ago, but again, just think about the things we're talking about now. Usually around this time, we're talking about how many UDFAs did we get, what UDFAs got a chance to make it a team. I'm not even thinking like that. I think this is probably the most talent on paper we've seen in a while for the New York Giants. So I'm just thinking about what's the next steps of making sure that we capitalize on the talent that we have right now and getting the best out of the players that we have right now. And again, what got this man drafted? What got him drafted is his play at right tackle. What got him drafted is his feet. You've seen all the breakdown videos. His kick step is fantastic. He's fast. I think I want to keep him on the outside. But time will tell. Time will tell. But that's going to be my quick video of where do you guys think Marcus MBow is going to play. I'm going to ask you guys the same. Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys go grab the Make the Giants Great Again hat that's in the store. You'll see it at, right below this video in the links. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys do that. The channel is growing, and it's all because of you. I appreciate the love and support. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.